Okay, welcome back to the last lesson now on algebraic fractions. We're going to simplify these things by factorising. So here we go. A lot of examples today because there's, I think, 4 different kinds. So if you can't factorise quadratics, then go back and watch the previous videos on factorisation. They are a prerequisite, sorry. Okay, so this one, let's write it down. This algebraic fraction here, okay, and it's asking us to simplify it by factorising. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at the numerator and factorise it. You can see how there's a common factor of 3 here. So that tells me that this is a 1 bracket factorisation. I can pull a 3 outside, and this will factorise to 3 bracket x add 1. On the bottom, this is a true quadratic, and so this is 2 brackets. Remember, you need 2 numbers at times to make 4, and add to make 5. Well, I know that's going to be x plus 1 and x plus 4. The cool thing now is that, see, I've got x plus 1 in the numerator and the denominator. It will cancel out, and so I'm just left in the end with 3 over x plus 4. Easy. Example 2. Pause it, write it down. I'll do the same, and then come back to me. Minus 21 here, all over 4x minus 12. Okay, I probably would start with the denominator here because it's much simpler. It is a 1 bracket example, like this. The top is a true quadratic, so I think in 2 numbers at times to make 21, but you can make 4 out of. Well, it's definitely 7 and 3. Try and make positive 4. So that's what I need there. And then you can see these will cancel out this time, the x minus 3s. So you're just left with x plus 7 over 4. It's going well so far, isn't it? Example 3. Again, pause it, write it down, and we're going to smash this one now. This one looks more complicated, and it is. You'll probably see why. It's because both the top and the bottom are true quadratics. So they both factorize into 2 brackets. So here we go. This first one, I'm definitely thinking this is going to be x plus 3, x minus 5. And this bottom one is going to be x there and x there. I think x minus 5 and x minus 6. This time these will cancel out, and you're just left with x add 3 over x minus 6. And the last example, perhaps try this one yourselves. Pause it, write it down, and perhaps have a go with it, and then come back to me when you're ready. So this one, you may think that the top is a 1 bracket example, but it's not, because there's no common factor. And actually, this is one of those weird quadratics in disguise. Remember, it's the difference of 2 squares. If you like, this numerator is kind of can be written like this. All right. So you know for a fact that it's going to be 2 brackets again. And remember, it's got to be a square number. This thing here, for this thing to make sense, and it is. So I know that if I do 6 here and 6 here, all right, 6 times minus 6 is minus 36, and minus 6 add 0. So I add 6 is nothing, which is what I need. So watch out for this common expression type. It's called the difference of 2 squares. See, this is a square, and that's also a square. The bottom is easier. It's a pure quadratic. So I'm just thinking that it's going to be x plus 2 times x plus 6 here. And this time around, these will cancel out. And you're just left with x minus 6 on top and x plus 2 on the bottom. And with that, we are done. So I've attached a worksheet as well for this topic. So check that out for the main task. Let's see the worksheet. And then come back to me for the checking question. Nice. Okay, so this checking question is off an exam paper, and it's probably the worst case scenario because people always forget the spot the trick with the denominator especially. So I know the top is obviously a one bracket example because there's a factor of 4. So I think you would, if you factorize the 4 out, you would get that. Okay, and that gives you a clue that the bottom of the fraction has got to have 3x plus 4 in it. Otherwise, it won't cancel out, and you're left with an unsimplifiable fraction. But the question says that it can be simplified. Now again, note this: 9 is a square number. There's no middle term, and 16 is also square. So again, this is the difference of 2 squares. This will actually factorize to 3x here, because 3x times 3x is 9x squared. And then obviously 4 times 4 is 16. And we know to make negative 16, I need 1 positive and 1 negative. If you don't believe me that this actually expands back to this, then try it yourself with the box method, but it will do. Now look, I can cancel out these two, and I'm just left in the end with 4 on top and 3x minus 4 on the bottom. And with that, we're done. So thanks for listening. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.